A strange case of he said, she said popped up at a Florida airport and eventually led to a veteran United Airlines flight attendant being charged with battery. We got our hands on body cam footage that shows a woman from another airline making a complaint to police, alleging the man touched her without her permission, said racist things to her, and even followed her around.
Don't touch me, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But the alleged suspect had a different story.
You did touch her shoulder, that's what they say?
I did touch her shoulder on the bus.
And then she told you to don't touch me?
She said, I'm being... She started screaming and I said, nobody needs to
It's
hear.
technically a battery, just so you know.
We are bringing you both sides, plus prosecutors' eventual decision about the case, and we'll let you decide. Was this a reasonable arrest or an overreaction? Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Real quick, I want to tell you about something that we use here at Law&Crime that could be very, very useful to you. It's called Truth Finder, our partner. It's the powerful public records search service that we use to do research here on Law&Crime. But you want to talk about a useful resource? You plug in a name, you get address information, you get criminal history, and let me just say, that can give you some peace of mind. Truth Finder is one of the largest public records search services in the United States, and with a paid subscription, you can get access to unlimited reports about almost anyone. That includes looking up registered sex offenders in your area too. So stay informed, stay safe, check public records with Truth Finder now at truthfinder.com/LC Sidebar. The workdays for two flight attendants at two different airlines were derailed earlier this year when police were called out for a report about an altercation, and one of them was slapped with a criminal battery charge. It happened at Tampa International Airport on March 8th, 2025, and it involved a female ticketing agent for Cayman Airways, Askia Beaumier, and a male employee of United Airlines identified as 58-year-old Frederick Fleischman. So Tampa police responded to first get Beaumier's side of the story, and another Cayman's employee was there to support Beaumier and tell the officers what she saw when her coworker came off the airport employee shuttle.
So how did it all start?
Okay, I was talking on the phone with my uncle, and he called me, oh, your voice? Like
a noise.
A noise.
Okay.
I was like, okay, and I go outside. And I still talking to my uncle.
Yeah.
And he stand and come to me like, close your mouth.
He tell you to like close your mouth.
I was like, are you racist?
Yeah.
Why are you bothering me? And it was like, oh, I can hear you.
She speaks French, so her English is a little broken. That's why.
But and you were speaking to your uncle in French.
Yes.
Okay. And then he tried to grab your badge. Okay. Okay, like did he actually grab it like that?
Exactly. I was like, what's wrong with you? And
Yeah.
the boss, I was sitting next to him,
Yeah.
and he was like,
Okay. And what did he say? He just like after he tapped on your shoulder, what did he say?
it's my last day here.
Okay.
It's gonna make sure they fire me.
He say is that his last day there? He's gonna make sure.
Yes.
Okay.
And he take pictures and he take videos. Everything see when he touched me, because I was like, don't touch me, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Okay.
And he followed me until I take the liver.
So after he tapped you, did you continue to tell him to stop, and did he do it?
After that, he stopped.
Did he stop? Okay. So when you told him stop touching me, then he stopped. Okay. So all this grabbing back and all that happened before you tell him to stop?
Yes.
Okay.
That was at the bus stop when he tried.
That was at the bus stop?
When he tried to grab my bag.
Okay. The touching, was it on the bus?
Yes.
Okay, on the bus.
And how far did he follow you?
Oh, Marriott.
All the way to the Marriott?
Yes.
Okay. So he went into the Marriott, the office, and then? Okay. Alright. He saw you tap you on the shoulder and try to grab your badge. Did he touch you in anywhere else?
No.
And right after you tell him to stop, he stopped completely, but he just followed you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he stopped injuring me. He's still injuring me. Like when he followed me at the Marriott, every agent see him. He asked them if they who's are my boss? Who is my boss?
Okay, so he was asking.
He wanna make sure it's my last day here.
She was talking on the phone with the uncle. She was speaking in French, and he didn't like it, so he tapped on the shoulder and tell her that stop. And then while they were at the bus stop, he tried to reach her for her badge, and then she tell him to stop. That's when he stopped.
Did she demonstrate how he tapped her?
Yes, like he actually tapped you on the shoulder. Like, was it really hard or just like a gentle tap?
How did he tap you?
Just like that.
Was it hard? Soft? Hard, a little hard?
Like that?
Yeah, she's not that right.
Are you? At least on the cat it says no injury.
Now, the police officer double checks that Beaumier would like to press charges, move forward with this, have Fleischman prosecuted for battery. She seems to agree. It's noted in a handwritten statement that's included in the police report. And the officers let the women know that they'll need to speak with Fleischman and any witnesses before they can determine exactly what happens next.
I can't predict once the Officer Chan or Officer Dastis come in contact with that person, whether he's a pilot or not. I can't predict what he's going to say. I don't know what's on the video yet. Obviously, hopefully the video is going to corroborate everything that she's saying. If it does, obviously.
But they called me. They was like, some guy is following our skier, and I'm like, why? What's going on? And because I was on the phone with my VP, so when she was calling me, I couldn't answer. And finally, what? So I hung up, and I'm like, by that time she's walking through the door, and they calling me. They was like, we don't know what's going on, but we were able to like block him where she could keep getting to the office and get down without him following her all the way into the office. I'm like, okay. I said, well. And then she got there, she was all crying. I'm like, you gotta stop crying. I don't know what you're saying when you're crying. You gotta calm down to tell me the story. So she started telling me, I said, okay, we're gonna go back to the ticket counter. You're gonna pick up the phone. You have to learn to advocate for yourself. And I will stay there with you, but you gotta advocate. You gotta tell them I wasn't there.
Yeah,
She's
so
doing great.
we'll try to find him, at least identify who he is, and then we talk to him.
Right.
To get story from both sides.
Right.
I mean, apparently, well, I have not speak to any of the witnesses yet, but what she told me sound like that's what happened.
Right, yeah, unless, like I said, unless we get video and it's completely different from what she said. And we talked to this gentleman and it's a completely different story than what she said. That requires further investigation.
Right.
Hey, ma'am, were you on the bus with them when that happened?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. All right, so you just heard the story?
No, I was walking back up when he was following her. I was in the corridor at the Marriott,
Okay.
and I caught the conversation when he was telling like she worked and stuff.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because everyone don't know which way to go. I said, but no matter what color we are people, let's just treat each other with respect and dignity. I don't care what color anybody is. You respect me, I respect you. That's it. We don't have to get along. We don't have to have the same political views, but we have to get along.
Right. And someone set a boundary. That boundary shouldn't be purposely crossed.
Correct. You know, and that's why on my account, nobody's allowed to talk politics. I don't care what you saw on CNN before you got here. Wait till you go home and talk about it.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk politics here. We're not going to talk about nothing but welcome to Cayman Airways and what go on in Cayman.
Okay.
Because their times over there is just as bad with their election right now. So I tell them, we just come here, we check them in, we can't involve politics in it. You know, we get passengers, they want to come here. And I'm like, ma'am, I understand, but we can't entertain that with you.
Here's something interesting. Witnesses had relayed to police that they thought Fleischman might have been a United Airlines pilot, but police confirmed that he's a veteran flight attendant currently working at one of the A gates.
Hello, sir. I'm Officer Dasta. This is Officer Tran.
Okay.
You know why we're here.
Yeah,
I don't.
We're here because of something that happened on the bus. One of
I
the
asked the lady to turn her phone off.
Yeah. So she basically reported a battery incident on the bus.
What was the
So
battery?
that's what we're here for. Because
I asked her to turn her phone off.
Just so you know, we have other witnesses from other airlines too. I just want to hear the version, your version of this.
So I was in the bus shelter. She's screaming on the phone, and I said, "Can you turn your phone off?" She calls me a racist over and over and over. She flips me off with her fingers. She tells me to go myself. And I said, all we need is quiet in the shelter. We need quiet on the bus. We're going here. We go into the terminal. I find her coworkers coming down, and they give me her boss's information because I want to send a thing and say we don't scream on the bus. We don't do anything. And
Well, apparently this happens. This started before the bus, and then during the bus.
it started in the shelter, then on the bus, and then coming to work.
Okay.
So I followed her down towards the Marriott. Her coworkers coming this way. 3 of them stopped and said, "Oh, this is our boss's number." I have the boss's. I took a screenshot of the boss, and I said, "We don't need to yell on the bus. Everybody can have earphones. Everybody can be texting. You're screaming." I said, "Don't screaming." I did turn around and put my hand on her shoulder, and I said, "Can you please stop?" And that was the only time I touched her.
okay, did you? So after you guys have an exchange word, you reach over, grab her badge, and take a picture of it.
I don't think I took a picture of her badge, no. This is
I
my
have American
phone.
Airlines witnesses. Saying a little bit different of your story.
Okay.
You did touch her shoulder. That's what they say.
I did touch her shoulder on the bus.
And then she told you to don't touch me.
She said, "I'm being..." She started screaming, and I said, "Nobody needs to
It's
hear."
technically a battery, just so you know. When you touch or strike somebody
I didn't
without their
strike.
permission, I'm
Okay.
telling you how the Florida statute reads.
Okay, okay.
When you touch or strike a person and
So
they
this
don't
is
want to
her.
be touched, it is a battery.
Okay, but I don't have a picture of her ID on my phone.
Okay.
So this is my phone.
Okay.
Did you try to grab the ID?
No, I don't know that I ever touched her ID.
Okay.
I know I touched her shoulder, and she screamed when she was sitting down.
And you never reach for her ID.
I don't remember reaching for her ID.
Did you touch her shoulder or you tap it?
I said we don't need to be hearing anything.
Okay. Yeah.
We still gotta get the video from the bus inside the bus too.
Okay.
So what happened was, because what leading to when you touch her, obviously she did not want you to touch her. She did not want to be touched.
Okay.
And the letter of the law, per statute, that's a matter.
I did touch her. I will.
You did not strike her, but you did touch her, and that is unwanted touch.
Okay.
And based on the law,
Okay.
that constitutes a battery. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna need you to go with me. Actually, you have an ID with you, sir?
Yeah. You want my United one?
No, your driver license.
Sure.
So Fleischman appears to be calm throughout his interaction with the officers, showing some confusion about the allegations against him, but appears overall pretty easygoing about everything going on.
So I'm not going to work. Is that what you're
Well, as
saying?
soon as he takes
It
to,
depends on how.
Okay, because I'm supposed to be on an airplane right now. Going
Oh yeah.
I don't know, the plane leaves at 12
So
something.
these are
be detained? Okay.
Yeah.
no.
So not detained.
not detained,
right,
but I
right.
gotta go with them. So
Got it.
I'm not going to be
We have our
on.
office down here.
Okay.
On the first floor.
Okay.
We're just gonna do a ROR, which is release on your own requirements.
Okay.
Once he finish filling out all the paperwork and we give him a printout of the court date,
Okay.
he can go.
Okay.
I don't know if it's
Okay.
gonna take him 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
Okay.
I don't
No,
know.
We'll
it's
get-
now,
we'll-
because the plane's gotta go to
Okay.
Denver.
Okay, we'll take
So,
care of that.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, sorry guys.
As the trio head for the police department's airport office, the cops explain again why Fleischman's actions constitute a crime. And we checked it out for ourselves too. According to Florida statute, the offense of battery occurs when a person actually and intentionally touches or strikes another person against the will of the other.
If it was no touching or the way, if you wouldn't even touched her, we just would have left it on her.
I did,
The fact that you did.
I did, and I
And,
admit I touched her shoulder and I said, can you please stop on the bus?
And
I did.
apparently the whole situation causing her a lot of distraught. She was crying when we got there. So
So she made the complaint.
yeah, she was the one that made the complaint.
Okay. I don't know.
Mary, you can sit on this one.
Why? I thought I was being interrogated.
No, it's just a standby for me to.
Okay.
Yeah, just stand by for me to do my
Okay.
paperwork.
I'm more worried about my work.
Simple.
I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about my work. Because this happened here.
Did you say that today's your last day?
No.
No. Oh, that's what we heard today.
No. I don't want it to be my last day.
So
I don't-
basically, what they said is, you said today's your last day, and you want to get fired.
To who?
Did you tell her that Trump was gonna deport her?
Brown beige purse that may have been left on the east
I may have, yeah.
And did you tell her about her accent and all that?
I didn't talk about our accent. I just said, I
you.
just need you to be quiet. Did it escalate to? Yes, it did.
This is why we always interview whoever else was there, because we are
So
impartial
who-
people. We cannot, you know.
Okay. She keeps telling me, she goes, you're a racist. She's flipping me out. And I said, girl, I wear things. I said, I'm not a racist. I grew up in Honolulu. I was the only white guy. You gotta stop. All we need for you is to stop. Don't be screaming on the bus. Don't be screaming in the bus stop. Today is gonna be drama. That's gonna be
Are they gonna put you on a different flight?
no, I'm gonna go home. Like, they're scrambling to find somebody to fill my position to go to Denver and come home.
How long you been a flight attendant?
I'm in my 30th year.
30th year.
So Fleischman was charged with battery by touching or striking. This is a misdemeanor. He wasn't taken into custody. He was given a date to appear in court, scheduled for April. And according to the police report, quote, he acknowledged the court date, signed, and provided a thumbprint on the affidavit. Now, parts of the report are redacted for privacy, but it does give us a little clearer rundown of exactly what Beaumier says happened or claims happened. So, quote, according to Beaumier, she was at the employee parking lot bus shelter number 3 talking on the phone to her uncle. Beaumier was speaking French. An older white man who was in a United Airlines uniform then approached her and said that her voice was annoying and it bothered him. Beaumier advised that she continued her telephone conversation with her uncle, but the male subject reached for her badge holder, which she had hung on a lanyard in front of her, to take a photograph of it. When police questioned Fleischman, he denied that. He denied grabbing her lanyard. He claimed that he only asked her to be quieter and wasn't trying to get into a confrontation. You go back to the report, it says, quote, according to Beaumier, Fleischman continued to insult her, saying that he will make sure that she would lose her job and that, quote, Trump will deport you. So when the bus arrived, Beaumier entered the bus first, sat down near the end of the bus. Fleischman also entered the bus and took a seat near Beaumier. While on the bus, Beaumier stated that Fleischman continued to, quote, bother her with the verbal abuse and tapped her shoulder twice. Beaumier told Fleischman not to touch her, which she complied. Beaumier advised that she was not injured from the tappings. So what did witnesses tell police about all this? Well, the police report refers to one man, Kermit Cortez, phenomenal name, Kermit Cortez, who had this to say, quote, Cortez stated that he observed Fleischman and Beaumier having a heated verbal exchange at the bus stop and inside the bus. However, Cortez did not hear what was being said between the two parties. Cortez said that Fleischman sat next to Beaumier after she had sat down and continued to talk to her. Cortez then observed Fleischman placed his hand on Baumier's shoulder, which she protested. Fleischman stopped touching Baumier, but continued talking to her in an aggressive manner. Cortez advised that he observed Fleischman taking a photo of Baumier with his phone and following her as they got off the bus at the red Quad 1. So the police report said that police had planned to collect surveillance footage from the bus that day, but the administrator who had access apparently wasn't in. So while police may have gone back and double-checked surveillance to get the story straight, we don't know exactly what it showed. But what we do know from the Hillsborough County Court record that in May, the prosecutor ended up throwing out the case, writing, "The state of Florida hereby enters a nolle prosequi in the above-styled case and requests the clerk's office to withdraw any outstanding warrant capias in this case." Now, the Tampa Police Department report indicated that United Airlines corporate was notified about this incident. It's unclear if any actions were taken against anyone involved, but conclusion nonetheless. That's all we have for you right now here on Sidebar. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. And as always, please subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you should get your podcasts. You can follow me on X or Instagram. I'm Jesse Weber. I'll speak to you next time.